Well, it's a balmy 95 degrees out. Can't even see the viewfinder because there's just too much sun. But I had to get this video out because I had been working on something for a long time that only came to fruition basically yesterday. And it's only possible because of a couple of select people. The first of which was Fatty Botchchi from my Fuzzy Walrus Industries Discord channel, where you can join us and have all sorts of shenanigans happen. I said I needed something, and he basically sent me a message saying, hey, I sent it out to you. And I was like, okay, thank you. That's awesome, because it wouldn't literally have been possible without him. Next up is Captain Xavier, whom he and I had sat there switching on and off, working on different parts of the project so neither of us would go insane, trying to build this thing. You know, when the Judge was first announced, everybody wanted this to shoot demolisher rockets, and it didn't. Now it does. Now it's not finished, it's very temperamental, and this is about the 6th time I've tried to record this because half the time it decides to work and other times it doesn't. Let's hope good luck is with us. There's a switch right here that turns on and off the compressor. Compressor takes about 10 seconds to fill, and it's filling up a lot of pressure. A lot, which is why it takes so long. It's powered by a 3S LiPo, and it does have an automatic shutoff, which is very, very, very important, so you don't burn out the compressor. Now when I pull the trigger, I'm gonna fire a demolisher rocket, is what I would say if it would fire a demolisher rocket. Like I said, a little temperamental. I would say very. There we go. Seems I'm having issue with the pump working with the trigger, and it's hard enough to get the trigger to work, let alone the pump, let alone have everything go smoothly. So right now it almost seems like a slam fire blaster. It could take less time to fill, but I have the overpressure release because it is adjustable, set pretty high because I want lots of pressure. There we go. The new issue I'm having is that it seems to engage slightly the release every single time I pump it, which probably means I might need to wire in another switch so when I pull the trigger, it still keeps the entire electrical system killed. So it doesn't do that. And here it is again, pulling trigger. I have to pump it. Otherwise, distance is quite remarkable. You gotta remember, demolisher rockets are a little finicky. They don't fly all that well. I mean, they're pretty good up to a certain distance. And that's definitely farther than any of my XPZs or something would fire something like this. And these barrels are not optimized for something like this. It's actually kind of difficult to find a barrel material that works with demolisher rockets. So we decided to use brass, shove that into the existing barrel, and then put PETG over that, and then cover the PETG in electrical tape. And it did work. It does have a decent seal. Yeah, you can see the it was working a lot better, but that's kind of what I want to get this video out, because I have been trying to tweak this trigger and everything all darn day, and it's been an absolute pain. And it's not obviously finished. There's exposed wire, some exposed tubing, some cuts where the tank is. If you haven't figured it out yet, this is actually the Bazooka tank, which is the most powerful air tank I know of, with one of the fastest air releases that I can imagine, because it's a gate at the front of the tank that when it fills up with pressure, there's a notch on a lever that stops the gate from moving forward and build up pressure. And then when you remove that notch, the gate opens and just dumps all the air, and it's insane. There we go, that worked pretty good. It can also be done just, there we go. Now turn it on. But that's not nearly as fun. What's the purpose of this thing? My idea for something like this was to have it as a secondary, since the Judge actually does work pretty well for having it slung around your body without getting too far in the way. The idea is that I could have this thing basically as an ability on a cooldown. It's got about a 10-second cooldown, but I can use it 10 times without reloading, and shields are a constant problem in our games. Demolisher rockets, or any kind of rocket really, will bust a shield. And, well, it's cool, it's fun. If I ever played HVZ, sometimes there's tanks or boomers or anything like that that require a demolisher rocket to kill, and you don't want to be that one group that doesn't have a demolisher rocket. This fixes that problem. It's actually working pretty good, except for that rotation mech, but right there it just worked fine. So, again, needs a little TLC. I am very much open to suggestions. That's the best one yet. It's gonna take a little bit more work, but I've dumped a lot of time into it now, so I'm gonna take a break and work on probably something else and leave some ideas for this one down the line. But let me know what you think about the what I'm going to call the Judgment Day. That was kind of the name that stuck with this thing, but let me know what you think, and if you have any suggestions, I'm very open to hearing them. I think this is the way going forward, and I'm pretty sure this can be brought to a whole new level of rocket spam. I'm Walcom S7, thank you very much for watching this video, and of course I hope to see you in an entirely different one.